Fun facts of the month. It's the end of April, and that can only mean one thing. There's a whole month of fun facts right here, right now. Fun fact of the day. The origins of April Fool's Day can be traced back to the reign of ancient Roman Emperor Constantine the Great, whose jesters and fools once claimed that they could rule better than him. Amused, Constantine dubbed a jester named Kugel king for a day. Kugel decreed that it would be a day of nonsense and absurdity, and the tradition stuck. That was reported as fact in an April 1st, 1983 newswire by the Associated Press. It only came to light after publication that the history was a false story, spontaneously invented and told to the AP reporter by Joseph Boskin, a professor and researcher of humor at Boston University. Fun fact of the day. A 10.4 meter, 7,200 kilogram chocolate Easter egg was made in Italy in 2011. Fun fact of the day. In early Christian history, the complex movable date of Easter led to the development of computus, a field of study dedicated to calculating the date of Easter. Fun fact of the day. The hinged plastic Easter egg was patented by Irwin and Donald Wader in 1978. Fun fact of the day. The Polish phrase Wesołego Jajka, used as a greeting on and around Easter, literally translates to happy egg. Fun fact of the day. The natural tuff and basalt spires of the Cappadocia region of Turkey were formed by erosion over millions of years. They span a wide landscape of valleys and plateaus, many with houses and structures carved into them, and the tallest of them reach 40 meters high. In Turkish, they are called peri bacaları, which translates to fairy chimneys. Fun fact of the day. Over 100 moons could fit in the distance between the Earth and the Moon. Fun fact of the day. American showman P.T. Barnum tried to buy William Shakespeare's childhood home and physically relocate it brick by brick to the United States. He was stopped by Charles Dickens. Fun fact of the day. During World War II, the United States Navy operated 3 barges that were only used to produce ice cream for U.S. troops. A single ice cream barge was able to produce 10 gallons of ice cream every 7 minutes. Fun fact of the day. Media mogul Ted Turner owns 10% of the world's bison. Fun fact of the day. The most common password is 123456, followed by admin, then 1234567 123456789, 12345, and password. Fun fact of the day. Ian Fleming named the protagonist of his spy novels James Bond because he wanted him to have an extremely dull, uninteresting name. The name was inspired by a real James Bond, an American ornithologist who was an expert in the birds of the Caribbean. Fun fact of the day. The board game Scrabble was partially inspired by an Edgar Allan Poe short story, The Gold Bug, which features a cipher based on letter frequency. Fun fact of the day. In 2024, chemists from University College London created nanopasta, spaghetti that's 200 times thinner than a human hair. Fun fact of the day. Film actor Tommy Lee Jones and former U.S. Vice President Al Gore were roommates in college. Fun fact of the day. The American football huddle was invented by the Gallaudet University football team, a deaf team, in order to hide their sign language conversation from the opposition. Fun fact of the day. There have been 21 popes named John. And the most recent one was Pope John the 23rd. Fun fact of the day. A mule is the offspring of a female horse and a male donkey. The opposite, the offspring of a female donkey and a male horse, is called a hinny. Fun fact of the day. The earliest plans for the event that would become the first Earth Day in 1970 called it the Environmental Teach-In, and Environment Day, Ecology Day, and E-Day were all considered. The final name was coined by advertising writer Julian Koenig, in part because it fell on the same day as his birthday, and birthday rhymes with Earth Day. Fun fact of the day. Alexander Abian, a mathematician who taught at Iowa State University for 25 years, believed that, quote, virtually every problem could be solved by exploding the moon. Fun fact of the day. The Yongning Pagoda in Luoyang, China, may have been taller than the Great Pyramid of Giza when it was completed in the year 534. If it was, then it was the tallest building in the world, for 18 years until it was struck by lightning and destroyed. Fun fact of the day. The Renault 5 E-Tech is a French model of electric car. One of its accessories is an optional baguette holder. Fun fact of the day. In Queensland, Australia, it is illegal to own a pet rabbit, unless you are a magician or a circus. Fun fact of the day. The United States Library of Congress has received multiple requests for the Presidential Book of Secrets as featured in the National Treasure film franchise. The Book of Secrets is fictional, but the prop used in the making of the film was on display in the library for 2 months in 2008. Fun fact of the day. The Mona Lisa was not particularly famous until it was stolen from the Louvre in 1911 and subsequently returned in 1914 to widespread publicity. Fun fact of the day. A man named Preserved Fish, the son of Isaac Fish, was a prominent merchant of marine animal products in New York City in the early 19th century. Preserved Fish. And that is all of them, except for 4 of them, because in 2026 we're doing something different on Tuesdays. Our In Legend series, it's full retellings of legends and folktales and myths from places and cultures all around the world. Those are a little too long to fit into this Fun Facts of the Month, but if you're interested, all of our In Legends from 2026 are on our profile now. Otherwise, I will be here tomorrow to start a whole new month of Fun Fact of the Day.